Good afternoon. We have with us Mr. Shilip Kumar, Chief Operating Officer, Jesons Industries Limited. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
IPA Conference 2023 is talking about reimagining paint business, or they call it nutation. So how do you see the paint industry in 2022, and what kind of reimagining needs to be done going ahead?
So we are coming out of the pandemic, right? So 2022 has been the first year post-pandemic. There is tremendous potential in the paint industry. The drive movement towards water-based coatings in decorative is now, almost complete. Now it is going to the next level, which is around VOC reductions, odor reduction. So we are going up the sustainability ladder day after day, and the paint industry is really looking to its material suppliers to assist them during this journey. So I see fantastic potential going ahead. We all know our per capita paint consumption levels, which are sub 5 kilograms per person. There is really tremendous opportunity for this industry, both across aesthetics as well as protection. The year so far has been pretty good, I would say, and we expect it to do continuously well, not only for 1 or 2 years, but even for a decade.
And for Jesons Industries, how has been 2022, and how are you planning to move ahead in terms of CapEx expansion in FY 2023 and 24?
Yeah, so Jesons operates primarily in two major segments, the paint one being the largest, and also the packaging segment, that is the emulsions that go into pressure sensitive adhesives for tapes and labels. The year has been pretty solid in the sense that there has been good growth in demand. However, we have been internally working on more value creation. We are looking to really move our product portfolio to a more value add portfolio. So there is a product portfolio change taking place within our organization. We are investing heavily. Clearly, for this kind of portfolio change to happen, we have to really invest in R&D. And therefore, we have taken up a project to put up a new technology center. This is coming up very close to our existing center in Navi Mumbai. This will be an independent building across 25,000 square feet for Jesons Industries, for pure innovation-led R&D. In addition to that, we started our business more than 30 years back, and now there's a continuous effort towards upgrading manufacturing in all our sites. And we've also taken up a new greenfield site project, which will probably commence, so the work on the site will commence in early 23-24, but it will take about 18 months to complete. So we should have production coming out sometime in 24-25. So both of these are really very prestigious projects for us, and we are moving ahead full steam on both fronts.
Both these upcoming greenfield projects that you are talking about, one on the R&D part and the second on manufacturing facility, what is the value addition that you would be getting from these two projects and the likely investment that you are planning to make over a period of time?
Okay, so the investment is the relatively easier question. I'll give you ballpark numbers. Of course, as we move ahead, we will fine tune, but we look to be spending about 20 crores in our technology center, putting up the building as well as equipments and all the infrastructure that goes with it. And in our greenfield site, inclusive of land, we would be looking at an outlay of about 150 crores. Those are the kind of investment outlays that we have. Why this is important? Clearly, as I said, as you move up the value chain in terms of more specialized product, the intensity of R&D required to develop these products goes up several notches. And we have to put this investment in to stay, in line with global trends, in line with global leaders. We would really like to be seen as an India-based technology and innovation-driven company. And the investment in technology goes towards that direction. Again, technology is not sufficient. You have to have state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities to be able to take what you can make in the lab into large-scale reactors. In the lab, just to give you a sense, we make things at 6 liters. And in the factory, we would make the same thing at 50 tons. So there is a lot of process engineering and manufacturing expertise required to really bring it up to that commercially viable volume. And therefore, we are investing in manufacturing as well.
For last 2 days, sir, we are hearing a lot about collaboration and innovation. And I think you have touched on the innovation part. If you can talk about areas where you plan to innovate. And on the collaboration part, how do you plan to move ahead in a more, what we can say, cohesive manner, so that the entire, what we can say, the paint industry moves forward in a more, in catering to the needs of the customers?
Yeah, so on the innovation side, I cannot go into the details of specific projects, but what I would say is that we are looking at the specialty emulsion space. So these are differentiated emulsions, not the run-of-the-mill products that are being supplied by all and sundry. Specific performance requirements. It could be around scrub, it could be around dirt resistance, it could be around gloss, but really getting the best balance of performance either with the emulsion or the additive. So we are also very actively involved in both rheology modifiers as well as dispersants as well as opacifiers. So these 3 product categories we are really working hard on to enhance our range of products so that we can supply the entire solution package to the paint company. So that's the sort of focus of the innovation activity. In terms of collaboration, clearly we are looking to bring in some new technology, maybe through some partnerships with international majors. Clearly, the concept that we are driving is that there are many technologies out there which have not gotten really successful in India because of price barriers. Now, Jesons brings really the best of both worlds, right? So we have local efficient manufacturing, and therefore we are collaborating with global technology players to bring in this technology which would then be cost effective so that it can really find success in the paint industry. Today, there will be a lot of technical papers and sessions on this, but when you look at what is being sold, it is close to nothing because that cost to value equation has not been met. So our focus in collaboration today is to get that cost to value equation right so that we can popularize these technologies and of course grow as a company.
About the export market, how have you done and plans going ahead?
So the export market is an extremely important one for us. In fact, you are probably aware that we do have a manufacturing site in Mundra in the SEZ. So we are focused on exports. Exports already account for 25% of the revenues of the company, and we have a stated goal to take this up to 1/3 of the company by the end of 24-25. Here again, we look at markets, the attractiveness of the market, but also more importantly, the ability to win. Because as you are aware, there are several trade blocs, there are several free trade agreements, there are many barriers in many countries all over the world. So we look at both elements, how attractive is the market and what is our ability to win. Our exports have grown phenomenally. I think 5 years back, exports were probably single digit for us as a percentage of our revenues. Today, they are already in excess of 25%. We have a dedicated export sales force and we continue to grow this sales force We are doing exceedingly well in countries that are in close proximity. So Southeast Asia, Middle East, Africa. We've really penetrated some of these markets to the extent that we even have market leadership in some of these countries.